Playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Washington football team and the Detroit Lions. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. 3-yard pickup. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. This is brought in by Gibson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. That's complete to John Ross. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Now call it no gain there on the 1st down play.
At the 31-yard line.
They go play action. Mayfield sliding out of the pocket. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call that a very strong gain of 24. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
On 3rd down, Gibson. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. Mayfield looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. George Kittle there to make the grab. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills on the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. They'll throw on first down with Eason. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out right at the 35. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in the playoffs. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. Second down, here's Eason. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
At the 48-yard line.
From the gun is Eason. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. To throw again. Eason looking for Kelce on the deep ball. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. From the gun, Eason. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Detroit Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Eason. Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
Eason's pass.
A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 21-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Washington 7, Lions nothing.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. From the gun, Eason. He's got his man. It's caught for the Lion touchdown. Travis Kelce there to make the grab. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
5-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Lions will take over.
40-yard line.
Anytime that way, good job. Take your time.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Eason. And Caldwell's got it over the middle. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Swift. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And thee coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 2nd down now, it's Gibson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him,
he's just going to keep right on going.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very rush coming, and he's taken down. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
He'll find Gibson here complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the gun, Mayfield. Wide open receiver complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, it's Gibson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him playing very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. Touchdown, Washington! Antonio Gibson, 34 yards. And Washington has taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, Eason. And it's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
For Tyreek Hill, incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Eason. And it's complete to Kelsey. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
First and 10, Eason. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. And we're going to get a timeout.
Taken down.
With 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. A final shot before break. Eason. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Eason. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, Jacob Eason. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Eason off the play fake. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. And that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. False start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the gun, Eason. And going deep for Hill. This is caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. Eason going to keep it. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Jacob Eason keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. But it'll be 2nd down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Second and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. Mayfield to throw it. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
1st down, Washington.
They'll try the left side. Gibson stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. Then his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
On 1st and 10, Eason. That one complete to Hill. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Eason. And that'll be incomplete. He took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
To throw on 3rd down. Eason, strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
6-yard attempt.
And his this kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Play fake. Mayfield. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. It's Gibson, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Not much there, only a yard. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 15-yard line. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To throw from his end zone. Eason, and that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Taking on the midfield logo. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Romeo Okwara. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mayfield, that's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Going deep for Diggs. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Open man is Ross, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
You got to do better than that.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
The end result was brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And they'll run the option on third and short yardage.
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From the 2 now, second and goal.
This is Mayfield.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. Third and goal.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Mayfield to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Intercepted by
a costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Love. And he's going to score. It's a touchdown. No flags. And in an overtime thriller, they are moving on to the playoff.
No rest. They get to keep playing.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.